What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Have a matchup of blue Buggy into green Bonney. Playing my good friend Adrian37, really good player. Probably going to keep this hand. We got Croc and Mihawk, Alvita. We got some cool things. Again, this is like I think the second or the third time we faced in the championship for the locals for the day. So yeah, definitely trying to get over the hump this time. Won the dice roll. We're going first. Playing a really good opponent. And we're going to Dawn pass. He's going to go to his 2-Dawn turn, and he's going to tap 2 in totality for a Bonney Searcher. That's a rest to search top 5 for a Supernova. He's going to joke like he whiffs, but he's not. He's going to add an X-Drake 2K, and then he's going to pass. Now we go to our 3-Dawn turn, and I think the move here is let's swing a 6 at life. 6 into the Bonney, clear the Bonney, and tap 2 for a Richie blocker. Now here's where I could potentially play this wrong. Maybe I should take the hit immediately with the Richie, but he's going to swing a 5 life, and maybe I should just block, but instead I'm going to get a 10 cost Buggy. He taps 3 for Tashigi, keeping 1 Dawn standing, so our Richie is going to get blocked, but I'm kind of okay with that because at this point the only thing that can attack into it is the Tashigi, unless he's going to attack with the leader, and then in that case blocker blocked. Meanwhile, we're leader abilitying, we're Croc and Mihawking, draw 2, trash 1. Gonna pitch a Mihawk to play down an Alvita, draw 3, trash 2. Probably trash a Dofi and maybe another Dofi. Probably should trash the other Dofi. But in my head, I'm keeping this idea of bouncing something next turn. I think I should definitely pitch the Dofi here. And then now, again, if he swings into the Richie, he swings 5 life. But if he swings into the Richie blocker block, we'll give a 1k there. Instead, he freezes it with the carrot, keeps his Shigi standing. 1 Dawn standing. We go to our 6-Dawn turn, and we could swing here, but he's just going to rest the Alvita. And I'm going to spend some time thinking, because I'm thinking, if I drop the 7-cost Dofi, I can bounce the carrot back, or attempt to bounce the carrot back to hand. And then his Tashigi's going to get rested, and then I can swing a 7 to the Tashigi. But then at this point, I think I'm way overthinking it, because at that point he's going to rest the Alvita, and he could potentially drop a Hody next turn, and I think he's just going to totally blow up my board. That's why I'm spending time thinking about it, but ultimately it's really not a good idea. I think the move here is don't swing at all, and let's play 2 more bodies. Now the 2 bodies I'm going to play is Promo Buggy into Mihawk. Potentially, which maybe if we had another Croc and Mihawk or something, that might be better. But yeah, we're just gonna hard cast Promo Buggy into Mihawk. I tapped 7, so he's like, "Oh, you're gonna Gravity Blade?" I'm like, "Can't Gravity Blade. You just rest the Shigi." Draw 2, trash 1. We had another 10 cost Buggy in hand. Let's pitch the Dopey at this time. The time has passed for it, and we're gonna pass. So now, again, we just have that. Our board's starting to look good. He's got the protections of the Shigi. That's what's annoying. He's going to tap 7 for a Hody. He's going to rest the Mihawk and the Alvita. He takes a life. And then now he's going to be able to swing a 5, a 6, and an 8. So he swings 5 into the Alvita. And at this point, I think we're going to have to let the Alvita die. But I'm just thinking about how it's going to work. Because now he's going to swing 6 into the Richie. And he's going to freeze the Mihawk. And he's going to swing 8 into the Mihawk, and we'll give a 2k. So now our board is not, honestly, it was okay. In a way, Richie blocked. We finally got the value out of Richie. It blocked the carrot swing, I guess. We're going to swing 7 into the carrot, get a 2k out of hand. We get the X-Drake. Now the idea here is we're going to tap 4 for the Kabaji blocker, and then leader ability, play the Buggy bottom deck Tashigi, because that's what we have to do. Otherwise, he would just rest it. I think you can make an argument here. I shouldn't have swung that Croc and Mihawk. I shouldn't swing at all, but I kind of wanted to start getting aggressive. But if I don't swing the Croc and Mihawk, my leader is still active, which doesn't make too much of a difference, and my Croc and Mihawk is still active. He's going to swing 6, freeze the Mihawk. We're going to take, it's a trigger, cross skill, draw, search top 4. I'm gonna add a Richie to hand. That's really the best can. I guess we could add a Mihawk, but want the counter. And he's gonna tap 8 for a Mihawk blocker that allows him to restand 4. Now he's swinging 9 into the 7. We'll give the Kabaji blocker. He's going to tap 5 for the new Bonney secret that allows him to restand down at the end of his turn, but also draw 2 trash 1 if there's enough arrested cards, which there was. So now our Mihawk's frozen. We can 10 cost Buggy away the Mihawk, and here's where I'm going to search again for another 10 cost Buggy because I'm loading up for next turn. If I could double Buggy here, I think like that would be the strongest play. Double Buggy the Mihawk and the Hody, but I can't. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leader ability right now. I already searched with the Galdino. We're going to leader ability now. Get the 10 cost Buggy out. Pitch the Richie. Keep the 2Ks in hand. Bottom deck the Mihawk. And then now we have 4 Standing Dawn. We can swing the Buggy into the Hody, but he's got like 7 or 8 cards in hand. So at one point I'm going to turn my Buggy sideways and I try to attack the Hody, but I'm going to change my mind because I'm going to say Hody. I'm like, actually, never mind. The reason I'm thinking about this is because a 12 into an 8 could take 3 cards out of hand, and I can't take for granted that it's going to die. So let's guarantee either what we get the Bonney blocker or we kill the carrot. That's my thought process with 4 Dawn standing. As well, we can also play another blocker down if need be, or we can swing big. So he's thinking it through. I'm at 3 life. I believe he's at 3 life as well. Again, it seems like his options now are give a ton of cards out of hand, give the Bonney blocker, or let the carrot die. I would imagine he's not going to give that many cards out of hand for the carrot. I think 12 and a 6, what's that, like 5 cards out of hand guaranteed? Maybe 4 cards out of hand. So he's also thinking about what to rest. He's going to choose to rest the Croc and Mihawk. He lets the carrot die. So now at least he's not going to get an extra value of the freezing, but he has a blocker and he has the 8K, the 8K body. So now I have my options here are put 4 Dawn on lead and swing a 9 life, or maybe 9 into the Hody, or tap 4 to play a Kabaji blocker. But what am I playing over? Probably the promo Buggy. I think I'm going to choose this side to swing 9 life. I think that's just better. Keep the cards in hand. He takes no trigger. We got him down to 2. He has 3. I kind of also have to be cognizant if he has a Hody. If he has another Hody, like, he can put a ton of pressure on us. He'd take a life. He'd go down to 1. But we don't have a ton of cards in hand. So we just kind of have to be cognizant of everything. He swings 5 life. And I don't want to let a 5 go in because, again, if he plays a Hody, he can swing potentially some numbers. So we'll give a 2K. I also have to keep 1 card in hand while he has so much Dawn standing because of the fact that he can 9-11 Shanks. So he's going to swing 8 into the 7. And to me, this is like I need to give a 2K. And to me, he's trying to see if he can... I thought he was trying to see if he can 9-11 Shanks. Maybe he had both. He plays 10 cost Dofi, freezes my board. I still have leader. I still have 1 Buggy. And then I drew a 10 cost Buggy here. So then I'm thinking about what the move here is. And what I'm going to do is swing 12 into the 8. And we're either going to get the Bonney blocker or we're going to get the Hody. He gives the Bonney blocker. And now we're just going to hard cast and bottom deck the Dofi. So now he just has the Hody swing, but we only have 1 card in hand. And again, I have to be cognizant of another Hody coming down. Even though at this point I think we're at 3, we're not in danger of losing this turn. He's swinging 5 life. I need to keep a card in hand in case he 9-11 Shanks. But now he's gonna drop the Shanks. Maybe I shouldn't have gave that because I think I'm at 3 life. Maybe I should have just taken that 5. But I was terrified of a Hody coming down. So I think that might be a mistake. If I'm at 3 life right now, it's kind of hard to tell because the lit up. But if I'm at 2, then that was all right. But I think I'm at 3, so I think that was a slight mistake there. Now we have the 2 12K swings and 1 card in hand, and I don't really know what to do because he's going to rest 1 Buggy as soon as I attack. I could try to push for game here. He's at 2. But he has a lot of cards in hand, so that tells me I shouldn't push for game. So I'm just thinking this through. I don't think I have a card in my hand I can play. I think it's a promo Buggy. So I think the move, also don't have any protection anymore from 9/11 Shanks. I think I'm just thinking through. I'm gonna try to kill this Hody. So what I'm gonna do is put 4 Dawn. I am at 2 life, I believe, so I think I made the right call there. Because if he plays another Hody last turn, then I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna swing a big number into. I believe this is 16 to the Hody, guarantee the kill. And then now it's just like, let's put some pressure. And I'm thinking it through, and like, how do I lose? I lose if he has a Hody, because then he's just gonna rest my Mihawk and swing big. So what I'm gonna do is make a play that in my head's a good play. It might not be good, but I'm going to put 7 on lead and just swing, because I think he's gonna take this. The fact that I have 4 Dawn standing, he might think I'm gonna play like a blocker down with the 4 Dawn. But if I swing a 7 life, I think he takes no trigger. And now I'm going to put all the Dawn on Mihawk and swing 11. Either get a ton of cards out of hand, or we get him down to 0 life, which we do. Because if he has a Hody, he's going to win anyways. But at this point, he's very confused by my move. He's like, why would you swing your blocker? I'm just thinking, like, if you have a Hody, I'm going to lose. I have 1 card in hand. You rest my blocker. I'm at 2 life. You hit me with the Shanks. You hit me with like 7 lead, and then 8, or 9 with the Hody. It's pretty much guaranteed at that point, and like, you're resting the blocker. So at this point, let me set up lethal. At least let me put a big number. He swings 5 life. We take no trigger. Yeah, so I was at 2 life. So earlier when I said I made a mistake, I had to do it because I had to respect the Hody, and that allowed him to 9/11 Shakes. And he had the Hody, so he just does it. He swings 9. It takes no trigger. And now he swings, and we put out the Fista, but he was. So we had a joke going that because he's been beating me recently, that he was going, if he beats me again, he was going to report that I won. So that's why I immediately put the fist bump out, and he reached for his phone like he was going to report. We're just joking. It's just he did fist bump me after that. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, this game, I think I played it as well as I could have. I don't know if there's anything I could have done differently. I could have drawn better, but at that point, like, I wouldn't need, like, the only thing I think I could have done was if I drew like another Croc and Mihawk into Alvita rather than the promo Buggy Mihawk, or if I could double Buggy on that one turn. I buggied the Mihawk away, but at that point, like, I'm just being super, like, I need the God draws. I can't really use that as an excuse or like as a coaching point, because it's just like, you need to have the perfect draws. I'm playing a really good opponent. It's really hard to beat. So I think at this point, I'm accepting that this deck list might need some tweaks. I think one of the things that I'm thinking about is that Shigi is a problem. And I think that the Dofi is no longer... I pitch the Dofi all the time. Dofi, I usually play it for the green matchups to bounce something. Well, I usually... Like, Sanji and Pudding is a very good example to bounce. Beer Loopy is another one. But all the green 5 costs, the Cavendishes, the Carrots, that'd be great to bounce. But the Tashigi's constantly getting in the way. I think I'm taking out the Dofis, and we're going to try to change a couple things up. One thing is maybe I'll go up to 2 Puddings. I've noticed my opponent's getting big hand sizes, and it's inconsistent to have 1 Pudding. Let's up the consistency with 2 Puddings. And then I'm either going with another Grav Blade, or I might try out 3000 Worlds specifically for Tashigi. But yeah, that's the idea. Again, played a tough opponent, wasn't able to get the dub, but I don't know what else I could have differently. Would love to hear if there's anything I could have done differently. Would really appreciate that in the comments. Let me know. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.